Welcome to the Metals Investment Forum. It's my great pleasure to invite Argentine Silver back. Welcome, Vanessa.
Thank you, Chen. It's great to see you.
Yeah, Argentine silver has been one of my favorite, and I was able to introduce to my subscriber at the very beginning of the story. And the share price appreciates significance in them, but it's still far, far away from its potential. As I discussed, and then we talked beforehand, the prior project was $1 billion US in the past boom when silver was maybe $20, $30. So right now, silver today hit $45 on the way to 50. So imagine how much this project worth. Plus, you have some exciting new result. But first of all, give us some introduction on this project and Argentina also in general.
Sure.
Please.
Thanks, Chen. Well, Argenta Silver was born just under 1 year ago. Went public at 15 cents today. Well, last I checked, the market's still young today, but it's $1.06. So we've had, like you mentioned, incredible market cap expansion with the drill program that we just finished. I think that's been a key. We drilled for the first time 4,000 meters at the Quevar property, the Yaxtche deposit. And the deposit is telling us to continue drilling on trend. And the exploration upside is fantastic. We have a plethora of targets that have been poorly followed up, but have incredible grades. 3 meters at 3 kilos silver. We're talking kilos of silver.
Kilos silver. Remember, kilo.
And our drill results have really resulted in the share price appreciation since July when we first put them out there. Argenta, the Quevar project is in Salta, Argentina. Salta is a very mining friendly, it's the most mining friendly jurisdiction. It's in the heart of the lithium triangle. So companies that are compliant get rewarded by way of permitting, moving projects forward.
Yeah, it's great. Yeah, you make some great progress, including recently you have a huge step out. Actually, I was amazed about the results you have because the prior company, they couldn't, they for some reason, they just pulled it off for some geopolitical reason. At that time, Argentina wasn't really mining friendly and so on and so forth. And then they stopped drilling. I thought that's it. And then you have a huge step out. Explain to us. And then what did you see? Right.
Thanks, Chen. Well, I feel like we put the plates down on the table and start eating all the meat before setting the table. So I'll remind the audience, for those who don't know, we have a beautiful pure silver deposit, 45 million ounces indicated and 4 million inferred. The 45 million ounces are at 483 grams per ton silver. There's no lead, no zinc, no copper, no gold. It's all silver. And so what we've been doing, again, is drilling up dip, drilling infill, getting fresh core to see, because it's our first drilling program. So we just need to understand the resource. And the 70-meter step out was significant. It was well outside the envelope of the resource. And we hit 43 meters at over half a kilo silver.
Wow.
And this is in addition to, so we can imagine building ounces. And that's the plan, is to
very
build
quickly.
Resource.
Yeah. If one small company hit 50 meter, 100 grams silver, they will be jumping up and down. You hit like half a kilo. It's like, okay, half a kilo. It's kind of normal,
Well, that's it. I'm talking in kilos of silver with this project. Usually grams per ton. Of course, we have grams per ton, and not every drill hole is going to be 40 meters at a kilo of silver, like our news release prior to this week's. But the grades speak. You can mine that all day long, and we're getting it not just in the resource area, but we're finding these priority target areas are compelling. Our next program.
Wow, great. Well, since you tell us how many holes you plan to drill, what's your plan for the next hole, the next drilling program?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So we just finished 4,000 meters, and that was Argentina winter. So we're going into Argentine spring, summer. We have $24 million cash in the bank.
Oh, great.
So imagine what we did with just a few thousand meters. We've got 15,000 meters planned. And the strategy is a dual in parallel. We'll do 40% of the capital allocation for expanding that resource. That's low-hanging fruit, right? The system is telling us to drill a long trend. And then in parallel, 60% of the funds allocated will be for really getting bold and getting out
Regional.
to the regional exploration.
Right. Because before prior to you guys acquire this project, the prior company, I know them very well because we made a lot of money, me and my subscriber, on that discovery.
Yeah.
1 billion, again, went to 1 billion market cap in US. Barrick actually was interested. Barrick came in to do regional exploration. Apparently, if you look around, you could have some big discovery in that area.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for to follow up. And it's about timing, as we know, right? Luck is timing and opportunity. And I believe Barrick had it around the COVID time as well. So there was a really not much of an opportunity to drill it properly. Things went fallow. Project has been fallow. And again, Joaquin Marias, our CEO, had his thumb on the pulse of this project since 16 years and brought it to the Fiore group. And it's in our hands now. And it's so exciting.
So exciting. I mean, I had this, there was one of the greatest silver story like 16 years ago. Actually, I have my hand and some on this. And when Jorge, when we met, I was like, wow, you got it. You got this, because the other company went under, going under. So it's like, oh no, my goodness! So I got to recommend you. I got to bring you, to tell the story. So I'm so happy, with what. But still, tell us where you are in terms. You have how much cash you say? You have 20 million?
We finished a raise last month, so we have about $24 million.
24 million. What's your market cap? What's your share count?
Right now, we have over 250 million market cap.
250 million Canadian. Right. I mean, just want to repeat. I mean, I'm an investor, so I can say they cannot say that it's the prior company was over 1 billion US actually at the peak when they made the discovery. Amazing discoveries again, but they just had a huge step up and find very good, even 45 meter. Let me repeat, 45 meter of half kilo.
Almost 43 and a bit, but
yeah. So amazing. They just have amazing outside the envelope. So which means the resource will be dramatically increased, and then the more to come because they have $24 million. And they're going to do a lot of drilling this summer.
Yes, and I would like to point out, Chen, the share price appreciation from when I started a few months ago, we were at about 40 cents. We're at $1.06, as I said today. That was based on about 5.5 million Canadian have been invested in the project from January 1st to September 3rd. So imagine, we have now 24 million in working capital. So methodical, strategic exploration to unveil this beautiful, massive, it's 57,000 hectares. The resource occupies maybe a percent of it.
Yeah, very tiny, very tiny. Because I remember I was talking to the prior company manager, and then we talked to Barrick. And Barrick actually they think there can be a big gold deposit nearby.
Well,
so again, it's Barrick, okay, but they were very slow because of COVID, they gave up. But you guys have the opportunity to find the next, Great Bear, or maybe not just silver, maybe gold as well.
Yes, it's a very good point you bring up. Especially, we are sitting on the third largest volcanic complex in Argentina. So imagine all the magmatic fluids that have come up, and there are two giant bowls. So the resource is in just in a fraction of one of the bowls, these eroded volcanoes. The surface has barely been scratched with exploration. So the nature of these types of systems, absolutely. Where's the heat source? With those come gold, copper. It's early days.
Absolutely.
Let's start unveiling this.
Just unveil it. Just at least try to find the boundary, because the other company left Argentina. At that time, Argentina was when it's socialist, and now it's much better, very pro mining. And you're just trying to expand, find the boundary of silver. Maybe you'll find more afterward.
Yeah, it's true. That's the goal. And especially where we are in Salta, as I said, the heart of the lithium triangle there is very pro-mining. The infrastructure we have, there's a gas pipeline, a railroad, there's 2 solar farms, there's power lines, we have 80 kilometers of roads. So the infrastructure is fantastic. I think that the government, from what I understand, has been anticipating a mine here.
All right. Well, good. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Well, so glad to catch up with you, Vanessa.
You
and
too,
I hope
Chen.
to hear fantastic news in the coming months when you start this new joining program.
Well, thanks for being on our journey, and we'll stay tuned. Hey?
Okay, great. Thank you.
Lovely to see you.